Okay, so forgive the hair. I just decided to blog off the cuff, and I didn't want to really fix my hair. So, it's gonna look a little like, hi. Anyway, hi guys. It's been a while since I blogged. Probably about 2 weeks at least, maybe 3. Um, have a list of things to talk about, no particular order. But, first and foremost, happy Mother's Day to those of you who celebrate it. I'm wishing it to everyone because the Mother's Day to me is not just a celebration of your mother, it's a celebration of life. And since mothers are the, cause of life or something, but basically everybody has a mother or had a mother, and I'm sure regardless of what they are or are not to you emotionally, you still love them. And so, a day late, dollar short. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Let's see. I got made fun of a lot this past week because of my itinerary for Milwaukee when I went to visit. But there is a method to my madness. As most of you know, if you know me, you know that if I don't have a schedule, things don't get done. And it's not because I am lazy, it's because I'm forgetful. And as it happens, if I don't write it down or lay it out in some kind of format, it doesn't get done. So I set up an itinerary so that people know what I'm doing, so they can either be a part of it or get in on it, or I can get you in. Now, does it mean that from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock you're dead set in that square? No. Will it mean that things overlap? Of course. But I think the point of the matter is that for me, and instead of having to explain it to the 17 or 20 people that I want to go see that weekend, it's just easier to say, hey, this is what I have planned. Let's see what we can do about going to lunch or grabbing a drink or whatever. On that note, I just got yelled at on Facebook by my loving niece Jennifer. She seems to think that because I was in Milwaukee for 72 hours, and I didn't let her personally know that I was out and out in the area and whatnot, that it's my fault that our family sucks. As you could probably see by the post on Facebook. It kind of makes me laugh a little bit because, as I pointed out to her, there have been probably about 30 birthdays or so that I have attended that she has not shown up for. Both mine, my nieces and nephews, my sisters, which are her aunts. Yeah, Thanksgivings and Christmas, all of those. Now, I didn't want to take the path of being bitter and, throwing something back in her face, but if she's going to announce publicly that I'm a bad person because I did not tell her specifically that I was going to be in Wisconsin when everybody on my Facebook and blog knew about it, as well as my sisters and all that, then I think it's a little deserving that she get a taste of her own medicine. And that medicine is, you can't yell at somebody for doing something that you do yourself. End of story. So that was my rant right there. Mother's Day this weekend, like I said. My mom and I are not on the best of terms. Speaking of family and Mother's Day, nice little, segue. She forgot my birthday, along with my sisters. Over the course of the past couple of years, she's been slowly forgetting things. And part of that is her age and her mentality. But another part of it, I can't help but wonder if isn't a little bit of laziness or, what do you call it? I don't give a shit. Because she's like me. She writes everything down. She has a calendar with all of our birth dates that she updates every year. And she puts Post-it notes everywhere. Well, it almost seems as though if she forgets something and it gets brought up, oh yeah, I meant to send you a card, but I forgot. Fine. But it almost seems like if it's not brought up to her, then what's swept under the rug is swept under the rug, kind of a thing. I don't quite know how to explain it, but it almost seems as though she doesn't care anymore. So it made me really hard pressed to feel like I should send her anything for Mother's Day. But I did realize that she is my mother, and she did give birth to me, and there were a lot of years that she loved and supported and cared for me. So the least I can do is honor her this one day. And so I did send her an envelope with a card and a DVD. Nothing big. She's not a big going out person, so gift certificates wouldn't have worked. And being 5 states away, sending a big care package just doesn't make sense. So that's where I'm at with her. The house is going well. I've been taking well, I shouldn't say Tony has been taking progressive pictures almost every 3 or 4 days of the house inside and out. So if you'd like to go see those, they are on my website at house.sonique.org, or you can go to the gallery and go under the architecture link and you'll see our house. Right now there are about 160 pictures, I think, of the house in various stages of construct. So if you enjoy it, please send me a comment on Facebook or let me know, because obviously we're doing the pictures for us, but we love feedback, and we'd love to hear what you think of the house. And those of you who have the ability, I would love for you to come visit. You know that Tony works at the airline, so if things work out where you have a weekend to get away and you want to come out to Denver, let us know and we'll work out some tickets for you. Usually they run somewhere around $60 to $90 round trip, usually. But based on the situation, you'll have to let me know so I can give you exacting details. So I've noticed that living here in Denver, my crowd of friends have changed a little bit. I have been hanging out a lot more with couples, both gay and straight, which is not usual for me, and lesbians. Now, in Milwaukee, you guys probably know that lesbians and gay guys don't usually get along. There's a very small clique of gays and lesbians that actually interact together, and they usually all hang out at Pint. You don't see very many lesbians at the gay bars, meaning Fluid, Switch, Cruise, things like that. Well, Switch, that doesn't even exist, but Lacage even. Most of the time they stay at Pint or the Nut Hut or something like that. I don't even know. But the last real good lesbian friend that I had was Karee, and we got along just like peas and carrots. And we always did really well together in groups, together, single, whatever. And I'm re-establishing my friendship with the lesbian culture, I guess you could say, and it's quite interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I went out to our Lacage called Tracks, and the first Friday of every month is lesbian night, or ladies night, but lesbians. And one side started out line dancing and cowboys and stuff like that. The other side was 80s pop type stuff, and slowly it mixed into a dancier mix throughout the night, and it was really fun. Had a lot of good times, you know. Hung out with our friend Lisa and her girlfriend and some other friends, and I guess it just it turned out really well. So I guess that's really all I have to say, and I'm rambling at this point because my list is done. So I guess I'll talk to you guys soon, and hopefully I'll see you very soon. Bye.